From my most difficult obstacle to my greatest success, I share my story in hopes that it inspires and motivates as many people as possible. But I also understand that we are all very unique and relate to people in different ways. These differences, they're beautiful. With this series, my goal is to introduce you to people of various backgrounds, genders, ages, races, and cultures that are doing amazing things in their lives. I'm confident that the story these incredible people share will help to give someone the courage to push past their limits and live the life they've always dreamed of. I'm taking over my life. Are you taking over yours? We are here with Sandy Else today. I'm just kind of trying to do a new thing. I want to speak with some people, especially women to start out with, that I really admire, who have really done some things in their life that I think will influence you guys. So I want you to meet Sandy. Sandy, say hi.
Hello.
So I kind of just want to, I guess, start from the beginning. So when you were younger, did you play sports?
I ran in middle school and high school. I ran cross country and track.
Okay, and you really like doing that?
Not necessarily, but
Who made you do it if you didn't like it?
I felt like I had to do something.
Mm-hmm.
I was a band geek, and so I was in the band, but I felt like I wanted to do some kind of sport.
Okay.
And I wasn't really into team sports. I kind of like to do my own thing.
Okay.
So I ran, and I always complained about running, but I kept doing it every year. So.
Okay. Did you get pretty good at it?
I was always kind of in the middle of the pack.
Okay. All right. And so after high school, you had said that you stopped running after high school.
I stopped exercising completely after high school.
Okay.
Yeah. I met my husband when we were 20. We got married within 7 months of meeting each other.
Oh. Love at first sight, huh?
It was.
And they're still together to this day.
We
Happy.
are.
I can attest to that. They look beautiful together.
Thank you. So yeah, after high school, I moved away I'm from Michigan originally.
Okay.
And then I moved to Texas, and that's where I met my husband. He was in the Army. And then we came back here, because he's from Drexel Hill.
Okay.
We came back here, and we just started living our lives, and yeah, I stopped any kind of exercise whatsoever.
Okay.
And over the years, I just started to gain weight, a little bit here, a little bit there.
Yeah.
And then I had my first pregnancy, and I kind of went back to...
How old were you when you got pregnant?
How old was I? 26.
Okay.
Yeah, I was 26 with Cassidy, and then it was 6 more years before we got pregnant with Emma.
Okay.
And then after Emma, a lot more of the weight stayed on that I had gained with her, and so you want me to tell you about what got me to start exercising again?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know you told me a really good story about your husband and some changes he made that inspired you.
My husband was a smoker for over 30 years, and that was kind of his biggest crutch, his biggest thing, that he had tried to quit multiple times and couldn't. It was never the right time, I guess. So my biggest thing was eating right and not exercising.
Okay, yeah.
So I think it was May of 2014, he quit smoking.
Okay.
And it had lasted for May to July, so a few months. And I don't know, I kind of was at the point where I knew I had to do something. I was really unhappy with myself. The way that I felt and looked physically affected me mentally, and so I knew that it was time for a change.
Yeah.
And seeing him tackle the thing that was like the hardest obstacle for him to overcome kind of inspired me to say, well, if he can do that, I can do this.
That's really cool.
Yeah, so I had a couple friends on Facebook that were always posting about Max Effort Fitness and how great it was, and I think it had just opened.
Okay.
Right before I started, but it used to be Inside Out. So I checked it out. I checked out a class, and it was one of the hardest things that I've ever done, as you know. And then I came home, and I was like, that was so hard, but it was awesome, and I can't wait to do it again. And then I had to Google everything because I was like, what's an AMRAP? What's a WOD? What's a wall ball? I didn't even know what CrossFit was. I didn't know that it was a CrossFit gym. So I didn't know what I was getting into.
Yeah, I understand that completely because I had no idea.
Okay.
I passed by and I was like, what is this? I might as well try.
Okay, so you started just by going by and seeing it?
Yep. Just walked in there.
That's
So
awesome.
we're kind of in the same boat. We had no clue what was going on, even though I guess it was all the rage.
No clue what we were getting into. Yeah, so I looked it all up and I was like, I think I'm doing CrossFit. So I started doing that in July of 2014.
Okay.
And I had been drinking probably 5 cans of regular Coke every day. Every day.
Wow.
So all that sugar, all the empty calories, and I ate fast food 5 days a week for lunch at work. So once I started working out 3 days a week, and I cut out soda completely. No soda, no diet, nothing. And I cut out fast food and just made like minor changes to my diet aside from those 2 things.
You did that cold turkey though, the fast food and
Yeah. And then I lost 70 pounds in 15 months.
That is amazing.
And I kept getting stronger, and it was awesome. I never realized how much I absolutely love lifting weights.
Yeah, until you actually do it.
Yeah, it's so fun to feel strong. And to see the potential that you have in you that you don't even know that you have it.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
And I'm actually, you guys probably saw some pictures at the beginning, so I might insert some more pictures of Sandy just so you can see the difference, because the difference is truly amazing. She looks like a completely different person. She looks so good. And she actually is extremely strong. So let us know about some of your PRs.
Oh boy. Well, my favorite is the deadlift.
Okay.
I love to deadlift.
I do too.
It's just this primal, just go over, you size it up, you pick it up. It's awesome. So my deadlift PR right now is at 320.
Okay. Wow.
But just last week I hit 312 for 3. So I think my 1 rep is higher than 320 at this point.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's my favorite. My back squat is currently at 225. I don't really like to back squat.
But you're apparently good at it.
Well, I'm alright. But a lot of CrossFit people will say that's like blasphemy, saying that you don't like to back squat. But sorry, it's not my favorite.
We won't tell anybody, right?
Yeah,
we won't tell anybody.
Nobody will know. But my second favorite is probably bench press.
Okay.
My bench press is 150.
Okay. Well, like I said, this woman is strong.
Thanks.
Let's see if we can find some video of her. I know you have some
video
video
out
out there.
videos,
Okay.
yep.
So we will insert some video of her being a strong woman as well. As well. And your husband is actually a CrossFit trainer now.
He is.
He trains me, and he's amazing. He starts out my Mondays with games. So
at 5 in the morning.
5 in the morning. So when I come in and I don't really want to be there, he gets us excited, and it's like a playground. So did he follow suit with you? How did that?
He started about 3 weeks after I did.
Okay.
He saw me coming home beat up and loving it. And he was like, I want to try this out. I want to see what this is all about. Because he's always been fit.
Okay.
He played sports in school, and he's blessed with a different metabolism than I am.
He's a man.
Yeah. So he's always been fit. He's active with his work. And so he started about 3 weeks after I did and loved it. Okay. And he immediately knew within the first probably 6 months that he was interested in learning more and maybe becoming a coach someday.
Oh, wow.
He's naturally a leader. He was in the military, and he's coached soccer teams for junior high schools. And he's coached our daughter's little league teams. And So he's kind of just a natural coach.
Just steps
and
up and okay.
Yeah, and he loves it.
Okay, so that's kind of cool. He inspired you, and then you in turn inspired him.
I guess
that's
so.
Cool. So other than just being strong and like really making some changes with your weight and your physical being, now you've done a lot of things at work as well. Can you talk about that and how you kind of climbed up the corporate ladder?
Yeah. So I've always known since I was little that I always wanted a career. You know, I love having my family and I love my daughters, but having a full-time career has always been important to me. I've always kind of wanted my own identity as a human. So I work for Hoffman Design Group. We're a horticultural display company in Sharon Hill. I started out there as the office assistant back in 2002. I did that for a few years. We went through a couple different accounting managers, and after the third one, I came to my boss and let him know that I was interested in trying that out. I was pretty nervous about being responsible for the cash flow of a $3 million company, and but my husband and my mother were like, "You can do this," so I put in for that, and I got that promotion.
Is that where you really got the courage, them pushing you, or how did you step from them kind of pushing you and it being in the back of your mind to saying, I'm going to do this?
I have always been kind of an overachiever. Okay. In school, I always, it's a positive and a negative for me. It's a positive in that I've always been competitive. I've always wanted to be, I don't have to be the very best, but I like to be at the top.
Okay, yeah.
I'm ambitious and I have drive, and I've always been like that. I was valedictorian in my high school.
Okay.
So like I've always had that in me. But then again, it's a negative for me because I always feel like I have to be the best. And so if I'm not the best, then what am I?
Yeah.
I'm like, what do you mean? What are you?
You don't
like
have everybody
to be
else.
the best. So it's a plus and a minus. But I've always had ambition and drive to grow myself and get better at what I do, and I'm very interested in psychology and about learning about myself, and my work has provided me a lot of opportunities to some of the industry groups that we belong to. I travel for work a few times a year.
Okay.
We'll have a lot of opportunities to take surveys and kind of learn more about ourselves and learn about our weaknesses and our challenges and how to get better at those, and also how to get better at your strengths, because the more you get better at your strengths, typically that up levels everything else, even things that you're weak at. So I've been really lucky. My boss, the owner of my company, has always been very, very supportive of what I want out of my life and my career there. And he gave me the opportunity to be the accounting manager, and I did that for, I guess, 8 years, and then about a year and a half ago, he made me a partner in the company.
Wow.
So
that is amazing. So you literally started from the bottom.
I did, yeah.
And worked your way all the way up. That is amazing.
Yeah.
So what do you think would be, I guess, advice that you would give to other people all around with your physical health and the things that you've done in your life to progress yourself? What do you think are some advice that you can give to people to kind of give that to them, to kind of give them a push?
I think one of the main things that I found over the years is you have to take responsibility for what you want.
Okay.
You can't wait for somebody to bless you with a promotion or wait for somebody to magically find a pill or something to help you lose weight. You have to know what you want, and you have to take responsibility for making it happen.
Okay.
And I think that's kind of the number one thing that I've always had in me, but sometimes I forget, and I have to I have to bring it out in myself too. And I'm not done with my journey. I have a lot more that I want to accomplish.
You want to keep growing, keep
Absolutely.
progressing.
Yeah, always. So, we're always learning and growing, and never think that you have all the answers, because you don't. Yeah. Nobody does. And
as soon as you think you have the answers, you cannot continue to grow, right?
Right, exactly.
Yep.
And then just take personal responsibility for what you want and for making it happen.
Okay. Well, this was Sandy Else, and I hope you guys have gotten a lot from this conversation. I know I have. I've learned a lot about her that I didn't know already. So, like I said, I'm going to insert some clips of her weight loss as well as her working out in the gym, and we'll kind of see that. And you guys let me know who else you would like for me to speak with or what other type of interviews you want me to do. Okay, bye.
Thank you.